because CNBC Africa's Nozipho Mbanjwa caught up with Geoffrey Qhena, who's the CEO of South Africa's Industrial Development Corporation, at the World Economic Forum. And the chat was about infrastructure. Here it is.
The key conversations have been on infrastructure. That's what, when I left home, I wanted to get involved in those conversations, understand how other people have been doing it, understand exactly which areas in the infrastructure space we can, as a IDC, capitalize and ensure that in the African continent, as we know, we still have to invest more in infrastructure, that at least we do a bit more better.
And of course, infrastructure is quite broad. What has piqued your interest? Where do you think the IDC might start exploring?
I think we look at not only telecom, you've got soft and hard infrastructure, but I think we still need more on the hard infrastructure. Now, when I look back at home, where we're looking at hard infrastructure, the Presidential Infrastructure Coordinating Committee, I think we're on the right track in terms of what we're focusing on, but also at the back of that infrastructure, ensuring that how do we create sustainable businesses that can be able to create employment.
How do we open up the space beyond big business? Because infrastructure in South Africa in particular has been a big business playground. How do we get the small and medium-sized enterprises to become active participants in the space?
I think that's the role where the institutions like the IDC come in. Because we've coordinated the infrastructure, we know what the requirements are. I think it is important right at an early stage. I think there's a lot of planning that has happened in terms of the strategic infrastructure project coordinating committees. At the back of that is then that we will open up to say what inputs do we need for that infrastructure. And I think at the back of that, then we can go and also see whether there are some of the small and medium-sized enterprises that are there. If they are not there, which ones can we bring in and finance to ensure that they also participate in this.
Of course, you've made headlines. The IDC has made headlines in the recent week about the potential of maybe selling some of its listed assets as a way of funding Eskom. Your response to that?
We're a development finance institutions. I think we can help Eskom in a different way. We can help Eskom in some of the projects that they do, and I think that's the best way we'll do that. We can also help Eskom in ensuring that in terms of what they need as suppliers, at the back of that, we create sustainable industries. That's the approach we're going to take. I mean, we've been talking to Eskom for a while, and not only IDC and a number of other players as well, to ensure that how do we coordinate ourselves so that we come up with some of those projects. Because it is important that Eskom continues to supply power, because we invest into the economy, and it is important that some of our companies do indeed do that. I don't think selling our assets will necessarily solve that. It's how you do it. That's the answer. Yeah.